Okay, here you can generate a new SSH key by the command SSH dash keygen, right? So I hit enter. It says generating public private ED2 5519 key. So what you need to do is you can copy this up to this level, right? Here, and I pasted it here, right? And you can give your own name, right? So I can say um, next gen automation, uh, next gen automation SSH, right? Next gen automation underscore SSH is my key, right? Okay, I hit enter. You can enter the fastness as well. So I skip this point, right? Here again, here. So now you can see that new SSH key has been generated, right? So I can use ls command to list down my SSH. Here you can see that newly created SSH key. This one is public key, right? Newly created SSH public key. This one is my private key, right? Okay. So then what you need to do is you need to type a command called cat. That means basically it will show the SSH key, right, using cat command. So you can say cat nextgen automation dot ssh dot pub, right? So basically you need to get the you need to get the output to your screen, right? Here this one is the public key, right? So I just copy this one, and I'm navigating to my SSH, my GitHub account. So in top right corner you can see that my profile picture should be there. So I just click on that profile, right, and go to settings, and then you can click on SSH and GPG keys, right? Here under the SSH key you can create new SSH key, right? You can click on that button called new SSH key, right? So under the key you can paste what you have copied here, right? Copy it from there. Then you can give the title. My title is next gen automation dash SSH, right? So there is no structure given that title, right? You can give any name, right? It's not related to that SSH key that you have generated, right? Okay, so now we can see that authenticate under the SSH keys, the authentication keys are there, right? So under that only one key is there, right? Which is called next gen automation dash SSH, right? Okay, so now I'm going to create I'm going to hit a command ls, right? So under the ls command you can see that something called config, right? Config. So so now I'm going to open my config through Notepad. So I'm using Windows machine. So if you're using Linux or a Mac environment, so you can use a VI editor or whatever the editor you prefer to edit this file, right? So for example, if you have no config file, so what you need to do is so you can create a new config file, right? For Windows users you can just say notepad space config, right? So it will generate new config file. The problem here is sometimes in Windows, right? Sometimes in Windows users, so once you click on Notepad config, right? So that config file will be created as config.txt, right? So once you click on once you insert that ls command, right, you can see that config.txt file. So in such case, so you need to move that .txt file to normal config file. So what you can do is you can say mv, that means move config.txt to config, right? It's just a space, right? So you can say me space config.txt space to config, right? So by hitting that command, you can create whatever the config.txt file to config file, right? So in my case, I need to just open my config file, right? Notepad config. So I need to open it through the notepad, open it with notepad. Okay, config. Then then you can see that there are a couple of accounts that I have already created, right? So I need to create new account, right? Here with that I give a name, right? So my name is that means basically this sign called, it's a comment, right? Which is a hash sign, right? Then I can say next gen automation, right? Under that you can define your host, right? So keyword should be host. You can see that h is capital, right? And space, you need to give the host, right? So if you are using Bitbucket account, so you can start with bitbucket.org, right? So in my case, I'm using GitHub account, right? I can say github, right, .com. So you can put as underscore or dash sign, right? I'm using underscore sign, right? So in here I can say next gen automation, right? Okay. um, then you can give a host name, right? Host name, in my case you can see that h should be capital and n should be capital. Then here you need to say github.com, right? If you are using Bitbucket, you can say bitbucket.org or whatever the repository management system, you can use it, right? So then you need to provide identity file, right? Identity file. So you can see that I and F are all both letters are capital letters, right? So you need to provide a path to your private key, right? Please make sure to provide a path to private key. It's not for the public key, right? So I just type that tilde slash dot ssh slash uh, next gen automation, right? Yeah, we'll see my key name, right? Here you can see that key name should be next gen automation underscore ssh. I just copy it and paste it here, right? Okay, so now I need to save my config file and close it, right? Now the connection between your local machine and your remote repository um, is okay now, right? So what you need to do is we need to now connect our remote repository with our local repository, right? Okay, how can we do that, right? Before that, I just opened my IntelliJ. So this is the project we have done so far, right? So now I need to connect this repository with my remote repository. Okay, so basically I'm going to push the command, push the code to there. um, Here I open my terminal from IntelliJ IDEA. So then I get a new git bash from here. uh, okay, so I just put ls command, right? So you can see that my branch is master. So now I'm going to my remote repository, right? Remote repository, we will see the remote repository branch as well, right? So here it's called main is the basic main is the main branch here, right? So in my local repository, my main branch name is master, right? Okay, so I just provide a command called uh, git status. This will give the status of your all files, right? You can see all are getting red color, so that means basically it doesn't push, right? It doesn't push anything to git, right? Here you can see that some files are getting green color, so that means those files are called staged files, right? So staging files are okay to commit the changes, but red color files are you need to stage it first, right? So in here you can see that green color files, some files are getting .idea slash, right? So that means those files are related to uh, IntelliJ, right? So I do not need to push these files to GitHub, right? uh, and yeah, all the IDEA slash files, right? I need to skip those files, right? So the command should be you can say git reset, right? .idea slash star. Star means basically it says the all, right? Okay, so I hit enter, right? You can see that unstaged phase after reset, right? Uh, Here you can see that a couple of files are there, right? So I just type that git status to get the new staged files, right? uh, Here you can see that yeah, still .one IDE is there, right? So I need to skip this file as well, right? I just copy this name, right? uh, Not only the name, so you need to get the full qualified path, right? Okay, so I can give the git reset, right, and paste that full qualified path here and hit enter, right? Then on again I can say like git status, right? So under git status you can see that .idea slash is there, right? And a couple of green color files as well as a couple of red color files, right? So once I check that red color files, right? So people detail.xlsx is there, right? And config token.properties is there, right? And pom.xml and all the other related to src files, right? So I need to I need to get that to stage board, right? Before commit, right? Before committing the changes, right? So the command should be git add, you can put dot sign. So if you put the dot sign means it basically says git add all, right? So instead of that dot I put git dash u, right? Git add dash u. Dash u means you can just remove the untracked file while you're staging, right? While the process of stage you can remove the untracked file through dash u command, right? Okay, I hit enter and again I say that git status, right? So once you hit git status you can see that .ide is there with red color, but all the other files getting green color, right? That means basically those files are okay to stage, right? Right. Okay. So then what you need to do is you can give the command called git commit, right? So now you are going to commit your code, commit your staging changes to the local git repository, right? That means your project local git, right? So git commit dash m, right? So dash m is basically message, right? So you need to provide the message here. So my message should be uh, init changes, or so you can say initial commit, right, is my message, right? uh, so I hit enter, right? All the changes are committed to my local git, right? So once I navigate to my remote git and just refresh this page, still you can see there is no changes, right? um, Here what you need to do is now you need to push this command, right? um, Push this command to your remote repository, right? Like git uh, the command is actually git push, right? So think a situation like so you have already connected with that remote repository, then the command should be git push, right? uh, and think a situation like you have already connected with that remote repository, and that remote repository contains a branch called master, right? At that moment you can just put git you can just provide git push command. That's enough to push the command, push your existing changes to remote repository, right? uh, so think a situation like you need to push kind of branch you have newly created in your local repository, but it's not in your remote repository. So at that point, so you need to provide a command called git push, right? Dash dash set dash upstream, right? Then you need to provide word called origin, right? And your local branch name, right? So at that moment, think like master is my branch, right? And that master is not in the remote repository, so you need to provide dash dash set upstream origin master, right? So by providing this one, so you can create new branch in your remote repository, and you can push your code, right? So at the moment I have not yet connected with my remote repository. So first of all you need to connect with the remote repository, so that is must, right? So in that case the command should be git git remote, right? uh, Add origin, right? Git remote add origin. Then you need to provide the SSH path to your repository, right? So you can copy your SSH path from here. So you can see the button called code, right? So once you hit on code, right, there are three tabs. One is HTTPS tab, right? SSH is there, GitHub CLI is there, right? So I just navigate to SSH and just copy that path, right? SSH path to my clipboard, and here so I'm going to paste it here, right? In here you can see that get github at github.com colon, right? So before that colon, right, you need to give uh, you need to provide that the key, right? Here So I'm going to open my notepad, right? A notepad config file, right? Here this is the github.com. You can see that after that I put underscore next gen automation, right? You need to copy that, right? And you need to provide it here as well. You need to provide it here, underscore next gen automation, right? So then you can manage couple of GitHub accounts or couple of Git related account. It might be a Bitbucket account, whatever the thing, right? So you can manage couple of accounts in one machine, right? So that's the importance of like generating that config file, right? Okay, so I hit enter, right? So now your your local repository is connected to your remote repository, right? Okay, so now you can provide that command, right? So you can see that your your remote repository, right? Your main the default branch is main, right? So in my case my default branch is master, right? So I need to provide a command called git push, right? I need to push the changes, right? Git push dash dash set upstream origin, right? Origin master, because master branch is not in the remote repository, right? Okay, here you can see that it's 100%, right? So I just navigate to that here my repository. So you can see that pop-up is there. Master had recent pushes 4 seconds ago, right? Here I can just refresh this page, right? You can see that here master branch is there now, right? You can click on master branch, so you can see the changes, right? All of my local uh, commits are in the remote repository now, right? Okay, so now we will discuss how to manage this code by couple of people, right? Okay,